Hello! You are watching The Garden Corner Show. We are a show where we're crazy.
Yes, crazy.
And crazy, passionate. Look at that. We are so crazy that our guests say that we're crazy. What was I saying? Oh, I am J-Dog John Karshboom. I'm out here with Mr. Dave and Chris Stienke. He is the guy at Youngblood Nursery, and we are on our continuous hunt for the cool, the outrageous, the remarkable, the amazing plants.
You've got them. You've got them.
Yeah, yep. We're in the right spot, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We are.
Absolutely.
This is a beautiful, a truly beautiful nursery.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I met Simon, and he's a great guy. He's very well detailed and organized.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Simon's got to be. He's Mr. Know-It-All around here.
Yeah. Hey, we've got 5 plants I want to show you, and let me get this mic here because I want to make sure we get every word of what Chris says. Let's go over some plants that I think the world wants to know about. This is just amazing. Let's start with this guy right here.
We've got a Cephalotaxis fastigiata.
Fastigiata.
And it's obviously an upright growing, dark green, I think it's a Japanese variety. It's great for a shaded location, and it's going to be slow growing to probably 6 feet in about 10 years. Deer resistant also.
Deer resistant. Now, and I see this one would be a great one in containers.
Sure.
Yeah, just so striking. It has a really big, thick, almost rounded type of needle on it. Very soft too. Really cool. Cephalotaxis fastigiata. Like that. Chris, tell me about this one right here.
Right now we have a very strange Cornus variety, Cornus hessii. It's another upright growing columnar plant. Again, could be good for a container. It's deciduous, just starting to leaf out right now. It's just very striking. The leaves, when they become mature, they're very small and very crinkled like.
Yeah,
very neat plant. It's kind of a conversation plant.
Now, do you know if does this one bloom at all?
If it does bloom, it's kind of inconspicuous bloom.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. And this is a Cornus, which is the dogwood family, but it's really a Cornus in that shrub dogwood family. It's not like a big tree, blooming tree. So don't get that. But very, very cool, neat structure.
Yeah, very neat.
Yeah, great. I can see it in the landscape. I can see it in the container. That neat. Anyway, let's take a look at this guy. I picked this guy because it was just so round, cute, moundy. Tell me about this guy.
We've got a Cryptomeria here, which is a variety of cedar, Japanese cedar. It's Cryptomeria japonica compressa. Compressa just means it's going to be very tight and small, congested foliage. It's going to stay very small. Probably going to grow to 24 inches maximum, and that's probably a 5 to 10 year growth habit. Great for a rock garden. If you've got a train garden, wonderful thing that won't get out of control. Great for a container also.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it's naturally rounded too. Now, do you prune it like that way?
No. It doesn't need any pruning. It's going to grow that way by itself.
Now, this is a Cryptomeria. Does this one change color at all in the wintertime?
This one doesn't change much color. Some of them will get bronze, but this one's probably going to stay very green during the wintertime.
Dark green. That's a nice, and it's a nice thing. It doesn't have to change color. It's not like it's on. It doesn't look like it's plugged in at all. I've got plugged in like a lamp is what I was thinking. Changing color. I don't know what I was thinking really. I'm sorry. Tell me about this guy.
All right, we've got.
This is unusual.
Yeah, this is unusual. This is not a well-known or well-used shrub. Acanthopanix variegatus.
Acanthopanix variegatus. Okay.
Yeah, it's you could kind of see it being similar to a barberry. It's thorny. It's used as a screen. It's got this really neat variegated foliage. Comes out with a really light green and a white, and then it fades to darker green and a white outline later. Like I said, great for a screen. It's got that light variegation. It probably wants to see only morning sun and afternoon shade, protection from the hottest part of the sun. It might burn.
And then, so you said as a screen. So now in the greenhouses that we passed, we saw some much larger guys. Yeah. So I'm thinking that these guys can grow pretty quick too.
Yeah. I think they'd probably grow up to 10 to 12 feet over a few seasons. Maybe 4 seasons, maybe 4 or 5 years.
Trim it to how you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay. Well, anyway, some interest as a screen, large shrub. You see how cool that. You called it white. I call it yellow.
It does fade more to white. It comes out that yellow, but I think it's going to end up being white as it matures.
Really? Okay.
I believe so. This is very, very fresh.
I'm seeing yellow. Okay. Fresh, it comes out fresh yellow. Chris is saying it's turning a little more white. Okay.
It will.
We got to ask about this one. Now, this one is just weird.
Yeah, this is a very strange taxus.
Taxus.
And John knows more about this plant already than I do myself.
Because we were talking about this. We don't know anything about this one. And all we know is that this is a taxus, and it's Taxus amysfort, right?
Amysfort, okay.
Yes. And so we're thinking, well, it's just so neat. We don't know how tall it gets. And this is a little bit about cutting edge. Some things we don't know about. And that's why we're very, very real. All I know about Amersfoort is that it is a Dutch town, and a lot of cool plants come from Holland. Absolutely. So anyway, I thought that was neat, and so it looks like it'd be a great specimen. And you know what, Mr. Dave, we got to pan over to this garden behind us, because that'd be a neat thing too. But I would see that it would be in a neat specimen garden, or in a neat container too. Yeah. But take a look. Isn't that neat? Would you say that, Mr. Dave? He says he's thinking it's incredible. We've got really cool Daphne down there. But anyway, that was that's probably darn good for a show, would you say? Anyway, they're really neat plants. Thank you very much, Chris. We're going to have Chris on some more, and some more, and some more, because this is not all the latest on plants. But anyway, that's the show for the day. And do we have a quote?
We do.
Yeah?
We do. I think I've heard the quote before.
Yeah?
Yes.
We do?
We do. I think so.
I don't
ready to say it?
Oh, I gotcha. That's the show for the day. We're going to go straight into the goodbye. Anyway, always, are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Live your passion.
See me right out.